Good morning and welcome back to the New Forest on a lovely mild autumn morning. Well, this is the September-October update of the video diary, showing some of the things that have gone on in the forest over the past couple of months. If you're a fungi enthusiast, it's been a great year for fungi. Don't miss the devil's fingers towards the end of the video. So let's go and see what happened. The first few days of September were warm and dry. Then we had several days of rain, including thunderstorms. I was out walking with Edith, the miniature schnauzer, one morning, and we were caught in one of the thunderstorms and sheltered under a tree. After a couple of minutes, these two young Roe Deer appeared. They could see us, but they didn't seem to be wary of us. They stayed around for several minutes before they decided it was time to move on. On September the 8th, the Queen died and the country entered into 2 weeks of mourning. The funeral was a huge state occasion, watched by billions of people around the world. For many people in the New Forest and elsewhere, one of the most poignant scenes was the sight of Emma, the Queen's pony, as she stood at the side of the long walk to Windsor Castle to watch Her Majesty's coffin drive past. After the rain, the days were drier but colder. Autumn was in the air. The gorse spider mites were busy weaving their webs. If you want to see these at their best, go out early in the morning when any mist or dew clings to the webs and really makes them stand out. If you remember back to August, the ground was very dry. What a difference the rain makes 1 month later. Autumn is the time of year when the acorns fall from the oak trees. After the summer drought, I thought we might have fewer acorns this year. In fact, we've had a bumper crop, although some of the acorns might be a bit smaller than usual. That hasn't stopped the animals from greedily eating them up. And as we know, eating too many acorns can make the ponies and donkeys seriously ill. The cows are quite keen on acorns too. They don't make the pigs ill though, and so the pigs are let out onto the forest to eat many of the acorns to prevent the other animals from eating too many. This is called the pannage, and is a New Forest tradition that goes back all the way to the time of William the Conqueror, almost 1,000 years. After a hard day guzzling acorns, it's time for a nap. One day at the end of September, I was surprised to see Cadnam cricket pitch covered in New Forest ponies. The fence was still up, but I noticed the gate was open. I presume it's the end of the cricket season. I hope it is, otherwise there's an awful lot of pony poo to pick up on the outfield. Back at Brook Vineyard, the grape picking season is underway. These are Pinot Noir grapes, ready to be picked. On the day I visited, there was a good turnout of pickers, all raring to go. There's been a bumper harvest this year. Some of the grapes are slightly smaller than usual, due to the drought, but there's more bunches, so lots of work to do. Even I got roped in to help. Many hands make light work, and the buckets rapidly filled up. Ian emptied the bunches of grapes into the crusher, stems and all. The grape juice extracted from these Pinot Noir grapes will become Brook Hill Sparkling Rosé. In early October, a Scarecrow Trail appeared in Lyndhurst. There were 85 scarecrows in all, and adults and children alike all enjoyed following the trail around the village. £1,800 was raised for St Michael and All Angels PTA and Lyndhurst preschool charities, a great effort by everyone involved. This is the rutting season for the red deer and the fallow deer. If you've ever wondered what a dominant fallow deer buck sounds like when he's with his harem, well, he sounds like this. The younger or weaker bucks that don't have any does tend to hang around together near the main gathering, hoping to lure one of the does away from the dominant bucks. This young male is about 18 months old and has grown his first set of antlers. He's known as a pricket, and he'll have to wait a few years before he's strong enough to compete with the dominant bucks. This is also the time of year that the fungi grow in the forest, and this year seems to have been a particularly good year for fungi enthusiasts. A huge range of fungi grow in the New Forest, some quite rare. Whilst some of these are edible, please don't pick them. Leave them in the forest where they belong. One of the rarer species that I was fortunate enough to see this year is called devil's fingers. These first appear as golf ball size eggs. When the conditions are favourable, the red tentacles emerge and form a star shape. The tentacles are covered in an evil smelling slime which attracts insects. The slime contains spores and it sticks to the insects, who then disperse the spores in the area. Some of these spores will develop into new devil's fingers fungi next year. The last few days of October were showery but very mild. The bracken turned autumnal brown and the leaves on the trees began to change colour. And the shops started putting up their Christmas displays. The next New Forest video diary will be uploaded at the end of December. Come back next time to see what happened at the end of the year. Please subscribe to our channel and thanks very much for watching.